Obviously, America, bombed Venezuela, and then the Trump administration took Nicolas Maduro hostage to face drug charges. And he seems super bothered by it in all the pictures he's posing for, by the way. And in the discourse surrounding that, when myself and others have been critical, the backlash has been, oh, Dems and liberals want Maduro in power. That's what they think that he should be. No one wants that. Let's be real clear on that. He's a monster. We don't want him in power. But the idea that Trump did this to somehow liberate the people of Venezuela is bullshit. And we know this because at the press conference that Donald Trump had in the aftermath, he said that the U.S. will run Venezuela. Why would the U.S. need to run Venezuela? The people of Venezuela had an election, and Nicolas Maduro did not win. Maria Corina Machado won, and Maduro wasn't stepping down. Even though what he did wasn't legal, he didn't have congressional approval and all that, Trump could have easily stepped down here and been like, listen, they had an election, and then the woman who won, they weren't going to let her, so we stepped in. We were the big guy in the playground, and we moved. There would have been a bunch of people who were like, yeah, look at this guy go. It would have been a lot harder to be critical of him, but he didn't say that. Why didn't he say that? Well, according to sources, while Donald Trump thinks that Machado is a nice woman, he thinks she lacks the respect needed to run Venezuela. Whose respect? She won the popular vote, so she should have the respect of the people, right? So who isn't she respecting? Who's she being disrespectful of, you could say? Well, according to sources, the disrespecting question is the fact that she accepted the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, the one that Donald Trump wanted. Her accepting it when he wanted it was disrespectful? What's the matter, Donnie? That made-up consolation FIFA Peace Prize wasn't enough for you? Incidentally, the guy who wants the Nobel Peace Prize bombed 8 countries in 2025. America has never bombed 8 countries in a single year before. The president of peace bombed more countries than anyone else. We did it more than anybody else. Also, while I have you, in Nicolas Maduro's indictment, the word fentanyl appears exactly 0 times. Fentanyl's never mentioned, even though all these boat strikes and stuff, it was talked about a lot. However, his indictment reads very much like the indictment of the president of Honduras, the guy who Donald Trump pardoned. And now Donald Trump has spoken about, you know what else we might do? Colombia, Mexico. He also said, I'm looking at Greenland. What are we going to accuse Greenland of doing to justify the hostile takeover of American military going in and taking by force? This is not democratic leader of the free world shit. You know who this sounds like? You know who does stuff like this? You know. You know.